It feels like last season was kind of a disaster for the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, Kirk Cousins got injured and Justin Jefferson was also out for like half the season. But today we're going to try and revive this team because I'm going to be trading Patrick Mahomes to the Minnesota Vikings to see if he can carry them to a Super Bowl. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying, Patrick Mahomes and Justin Jefferson on the same team is going to be a nightmare for every other defense in the league. And I mean, this is also a much better situation for Mahomes. I mean, he's got more weapons because obviously he has Hawkinson, Jefferson, and Addison. But on the other hand, I mean, I wouldn't say this defense is terrible, but they definitely aren't anything special. So, I mean, for the most part, I feel like we're probably going to have to rely on our offense. And obviously the goal is to win a Super Bowl, but I also want to try and see if Patrick Mahomes can win MVP this season. I mean, he's more than capable of doing that, especially now that he gets to work with Justin Jefferson. But to start things off in week 1, we're going to be taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I mean, this is obviously a game that the Vikings did not win in real life, so I'm hoping we can change up the script a bit today. I mean, obviously, they also don't have Patrick Mahomes in real life. I mean, I think it goes without saying that that should probably play a big factor in how well this team does today. I'm going to try and go for Jefferson here, though. What an interception. You are joking. That is definitely not how I thought we were going to start things off. And after that, I mean, no surprise. It looks like the Bucs did score, so we are down 7-0 right now, and that definitely does not help out our case for trying to win MVP. I mean, I know it's only one play, but throwing an interception on your first passing play of the season is definitely not a good look for Mahomes. Really hoping that's a fluke, though. I mean, that was a crazy interception from the defense. I'm gonna try this again here, though, and see if this time, hopefully we can have Jefferson open. He's gonna get there, so that's gonna be a huge pickup. I mean, I wouldn't say we've made up for the interception until we get into the end zone, but that is obviously a big chunk of yardage. I'm gonna try and go back for him again here. That was close, but we're gonna find him. I mean, I'm just gonna run a slant now, and if this play works out the way I want it to, there is a very good chance that we get Jefferson in for the touchdown, and it looks like that is gonna work. So that is gonna be the first touchdown of the season from this duo, and considering it's Patrick Mahomes and Justin Jefferson, that should be the first of many. We're coming back out here in the fourth quarter, though, for a very crucial drive. I mean, we're tied up at 21 right now with 4 minutes on the clock, so I feel like we kind of need to score here because I do not want to risk giving the ball back to Tampa. I mean, if we don't score here and we give the ball back to Tampa, that could very well be the end of this game for us. It is third down right now, so we got to get this, and it looks like Madison's going to keep the drive going. I'm going to try and go back for Justin Jefferson here, though. I mean, this guy's route running has been insane today, other than the one play where Mahomes threw an interception. But, oh, hold on. That's going to bring up a third down. Say what you want about the Bucs, but they have a very solid defense, man. I mean, they have been making things very difficult for me today. I'm going to try and go for Addison here, though. And he is going to get there. That was a little bit too close, but thankfully we're going to be staying on the field. So hopefully we can... Oh, yeah, that's going to put us in field goal position. So we should at least be getting something. I mean, honestly, I should probably just run the ball a couple of times and try and kill as much time off the clock. Or at this point, I feel like the Bucs honestly might start burning time out. I mean, we're going to run the clock all the way down to like 35 seconds. So there's not much more we can do at this point. It is third and goal, though, so we kind of need to score. But Justin Jefferson's going to be wide open for his second touchdown of the game. And that is a very important one because there's a very good chance that is the one that's going to seal the win for Minnesota. And after that, we were able to hold on for the win. So it's going to be a tight one. I mean, at the end of the game, Tampa brought the ball all the way to the 25-yard line. But since they had no timeouts, they could not do anything. And I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that Patrick Mahomes is definitely fitting in with his new team. I mean, him and Jefferson had 2 touchdowns as a duo in that game, but that's going to bring us to week 2, and they're going to need to keep doing what they were doing last week because we have a very tough matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we are going to be starting with the ball in this game. So considering it's Philadelphia, I feel like we should probably put some points on the board as quickly as possible. That is a terrible start. We lost a yard on that play, so I'm just going to put in the air, and hopefully Jefferson Actually, nobody's on Osborne. What is going on? The defense collapsed, so that is going to be an easy touchdown for us. I mean, I'm not complaining. I will take it. They just had too much focus on Justin Jefferson. They were trying to double team him, and they left this guy wide open, so that might be the easiest touchdown that we scored today. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though, and no surprise, this has turned into a very tight game. I mean, we're only up by 1 point right now, so hopefully we can make that. Oh, hold on. Jefferson, please get there. That's going to be a dot from Mahomes. But anyways, I mean, if we can score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion, that will make it a 2-score lead for us. So that's probably what we're going to try and do as long as we get in the end zone here. Jefferson is cooking this defense right now. So just like that, 16 yards to go and we're in. I honestly might try and end things off with Addison here, or Madison if he can get open, because I feel like Jefferson. Hold on. Can we get that off? We're getting sacked. I couldn't get rid of the ball. I mean, it is what it is, man. I was trying to go for other options there, but that just reminded me that Justin Jefferson is always open. So we're just going to go for him, and hopefully he can end this off. Okay, that is our second interception that we have thrown. I don't think we need to panic just yet, but things are not looking good. I mean, that one's on me. That was a terrible read. I honestly thought we were going to be able to get that one to Jefferson, but either way, the Eagles scored after that, but they didn't get a touchdown. So, I mean, we're only down by 2 points right now. I just find it funny how I say Jefferson's always open, and then we throw an interception, but he's almost made up for it here. I mean, all we need to do is get a couple of yards here, and we have the lead right back in our hands. I'm gonna just try and end it off with Jefferson, and that is gonna work out for a touchdown. So once again, this guy is gonna score a very clutch touchdown to take the lead late, but there's still a lot of time on the clock for the Eagles to work with. But either way, I mean, after all of that, it looks like Jalen Hurts was still able to score a game-winning touchdown, so that's gonna be a very tough L to take. I mean, Philly's a tough team to beat though, man, so I'd say we did put up a pretty solid fight in that game. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 7 to see how this team was doing, and it looks like we've actually been pretty unstoppable since. I mean, we have a 5-1 record, and we play the 49ers in week 7, who are 4-2. And I mean, I feel like this is by far our most hyped up matchup of the season, so I'm really hoping we can sneak out with a win in this one. And I feel like this game, hold on a second, that's gonna be a huge pickup. But anyways, I mean, I feel like this game honestly might play a huge factor in who's gonna get the #1 seed in the NFC. I mean, I feel like it's probably between us, San Francisco, and usually the Dallas Cowboys, and probably the Philadelphia Eagles too. I mean, they did already beat us in the regular season, but I'm really hoping that's the only loss that we take, because if that's the case, we are gonna finish off the season with a crazy record. But it is 4th down right now. I probably should not be doing this, but I'm gonna go for it here because I feel like we do have a very overpowered offense, so it's gonna work out. So our gamble's gonna pay off, man. I mean, I felt like somebody had to be open there because we have so many weapons on this team. We're gonna have Hawkinson open this time. He almost stayed up. So our gamble's gonna pay off. I knew somebody had to be open there, bro, because we have so many weapons on this team. That should be another first down. What a grab by Osborne. I'm gonna try something here. This honestly might not work out, but we're gonna keep this on the ground. I was really hoping we could get Hawkinson open there, because I mean, if that actually worked out, that would have been such a sick fake, man. But I'm gonna try and end it off right here. Hopefully we can have Osborne, or actually we're gonna have Jefferson open. He barely held on to that. Still not quite enough for the touchdown though, but that is gonna give us a first down. So we have like 4 attempts to try and punch this in the end zone here, but it looks like we're gonna get it on attempts #1. So that is gonna be a touchdown for the Vikings, obviously, which is gonna put us in the lead first. So we're up 7-0. We're coming back out here in the third quarter though. I mean, our field position is garbage right now, but I'm gonna try and make things a little bit better here. If we get sacked, we're screwed. That is going to be a really big touchdown from Justin Jefferson, because this is going to make it a 2-score game since nobody is catching this guy. And we started at the 7-yard line too. So that's like a 93-yard touchdown, which is absolutely insane. And that touchdown we scored with Jefferson is going to play a big part in winning this game, because it was a nail biter. I mean, Brock Purdy almost came back at the end there, but we're going to take it with a 3-point dub. I mean, so far it seems seems like nobody in the league has been able to stop this Patrick Mahomes and Justin Jefferson duo. I mean, I feel like they're definitely on pace to start breaking records, but that is going to bring us to week 8, and it looks like we have a rivalry matchup against the Green Bay Packers, who are 1-5. I actually have no idea why their record is so bad, though. I mean, Madden is disrespecting the Packers, but either way, they have a very solid lineup, so I don't think this is going to be an easy game to win unless Jefferson can do that all game. No way he's going to get away, too. Hold on. We are not going to be getting caught, so that's going to be another one-play touchdown from Jefferson. I mean, this guy is insane, bro. Once you get the ball in his hands, there's a very solid chance he's going to bring it all the way in for a touchdown, no matter how far out he is. It looks like Jordan Love is still putting up one hell of a fight right now, though. I mean, we're tied up at 21, and it's only the second quarter, so this has potential to be a very, very high-scoring game. I mean, at this rate, the score is going to be in the 50s for both teams, but I'm going to try and go for a shot with Osborne here, because I feel like this defense has not been able to stay. Oh, that could have worked out, too, but I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Mahomes. If we got in for another touchdown there, that would have been wild. I mean, there was definitely an opening, but he is not Lamar Jackson, so his speed was not going to get him to the end zone there. But I'm going to try and go for Jefferson again off of this route. That honestly might be it right there. Come on, we are 2 yards short. I'm just going to keep it on the ground. I mean, I'm not going to risk anything at this point, especially when we don't need to, and especially when the game is as close as it is right now. So we're just going to get an easy touchdown on the ground with Madison, which is going to give the lead back to the Vikings, but the way this game has been going, that is probably not going to last very long. But either way, it looks like we are going to win this game 38-28. Apparently, the Packers were not as electric in the second half, but I mean, after all of that, I mean, I feel like our work here is definitely done. The Vikings have a very solid record, so hopefully they can just keep doing what they're doing and finish off the season strong. And it looks like the Vikings ended up having one of the best seasons that they have had in a long time, because they're going to go 14-3 to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. And no surprise, Mahomes had a very solid season with Justin Jefferson. I mean, the guy had 4,600 yards for 41 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions, and that could very well win him MVP. And Jefferson had 1,800 yards for a career high 13 touchdowns. But to start things off, it looks like we play the Eagles in the divisional round, and this time it looks like we're gonna get our revenge against Philly, barely. So now we play the Lions for a trip to the Super Bowl. So for the first time since 2018, the Vikings have a chance to punch themselves a ticket to the Super Bowl, and it looks like they're already off to a pretty solid start here. Hold on, Jefferson's wide open. That's going to be a huge play. But anyways, I mean, we're already up by 2 scores right now, so I'm hoping we can just keep piling it on Detroit right now. I mean, another touchdown here is going to make it pretty difficult to come back. I'm going to try and get Jefferson open off of a slant here, though. I mean, I feel like the slant routes have been ridiculous for this guy today. And once again, he's going to be wide open, and we're going to avoid the defender for the touchdown. I mean, I told you, the slant routes have been ridiculous today, and that one's gonna work out for another touchdown from Justin Jefferson. And after that, the Lions did make this game a whole lot closer, but we're still gonna get the win, so that's gonna send the Vikings to the Super Bowl. So it looks like Justin Jefferson finally has a chance to get himself a ring, but to end off the season, it looks like MVP is gonna be going to Josh Allen, and Lamar came second. I honestly thought Mahomes was gonna win, but he's coming 3rd place in the votings. On the bright side, though, it looks like Jefferson is gonna win Offensive Player of the Year, which is very well deserved. And it looks like the last team that's gonna be standing in between the Vikings and a Super Bowl ring is the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 12-5. And so far, it's been a very close game. As you can tell, we're only up by 7 points right now, but it's been basically all defense so far. I mean, I shouldn't say it's been all defense. Our offense has done a very good job, but I mean, holding Burrow to 17 points through 3 quarters is very tough. Gonna try and go back to this play that just gave us the first down, actually, because if Jefferson can get open again, I feel like we should be able to get a pretty solid pickup here. I honestly could have gone for Hawkinson there looking back, but we're gonna get the first down either way. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit here, though, and see if we can get Addison open, because I feel like I've been passing the ball to Jefferson pretty much the whole time. So I guess I'll try and show some love for the other players on this team. I'm gonna try and go back for Addison here and see if he can get open. That is gonna be a lot of yardage from him. So just just like that, 11 yards to go and we're in for the touchdown. I mean, you know we got to try and end things off with a slant route, bro, because as I said, the slants with Jefferson have been insane today, and that's going to work out for another touchdown. I mean, if you throw the ball in his direction, he is somehow going to find a way to get there. So that's going to be another TD from Jefferson, which is going to extend this to a 2-score lead. We're back out here in the fourth quarter, though, and as you can see, this game has turned into a nail-biter, bro. I mean, if this is good, I'm hoping that will be enough to give us the win, because there's only 4 seconds on the clock now. I mean, we just got to make sure they don't turn this into a miracle win, man. I mean, it looks like they're not even really going for a Hail Mary attempt, and that is going to do it. So the Minnesota Vikings are going to be winning the Super Bowl with a 3-point win over the Bengals. I mean, that game was another nail-biter, but it looks like this team is finally going to be getting the job done. So Justin Jefferson is finally going to be getting himself a Super Bowl ring, and Patrick Mahomes is going to get the best of Joe Burrow once again, even though he's on a new team now. I mean, that was definitely a good ending, though, because if anyone was going to beat Mahomes in the Super Bowl, it was definitely going to be Joe Burrow. But as you can see, to end things off, Patrick Mahomes and the Minnesota Vikings are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.